So a lot going on in Revelation 11, and I thought what we'd try to do is, rather than give you kind of what I did in the book, was just give you an overview of why I believe this is all first century activity, which may sound insane to some of you. There's an awful lot there that you wonder, well, how was that fulfilled in the first century? But let's go back, and I'm going to kind of give you the end before I go on to the beginning. That back from page 297 in the book, in the Threshold of Exile, I made a point that's been a point of assurance for me, is that we've got to evaluate the evidence in Revelation, in the book itself, that indicates the time and nature of the characters and the events that are going on, okay? And once we've established that, although we may not fully be able to grasp every detail, we can be confident that it must have occurred within the stated time frame given by the Holy Spirit in terms of its time, its history. And so, if I've been looking at Revelation, what we've seen so far, we've seen, these events are going to happen shortly. We have existing churches to whom this was written to. It's irrelevant to their time. So there's a lot here that would suggest that this is all first century. Well, the same thing is true of Revelation 11. That in order for John to be able to make the measurement or the assessment, it had to be the physical temple. Now, in order to be the physical temple, that temple was destroyed in 70 AD by the Romans, which means John would have to have seen that vision and recorded Revelation prior to 70 AD. Regardless of all of these strange things that we're seeing, and maybe some of them we don't really have a clear historical evidence of. Well, newsflash, and I don't mean to be crude or rude about it, but the fact is, if I'm to take a futuristic perspective on these events in Revelation, I'm basing what's going to happen in the future, or they're basing what's going to happen in the future on their interpretation of a text. There's no historical evidence in any way for them to make those particular declarations or interpretations, because they're speculating on what they interpret the text to mean. Okay, so we're not we're on solid ground here when we're saying we're trying to take the text and look at it and say, is this something that must have happened in the first century? And if so, then I can look at the rest of it and say, well, what I don't understand or what I don't have historical evidence for, I can still be confident that it occurred in that time frame.